The People's Republic of China is a relatively young country. What? You say what? Well, it was only established in 1949, and it's only been since 1949 that detailed criminal records have been kept. If there's one thing that Chinese officials are exceptional at, it's maintaining detailed records. Since the formation of China, one serial killer is known to be their most prolific. Yang Xinhai was also known as Yang Ziya and Yang Liu. His family name was Yang and comes first in a Chinese name. His family was said to be one of the poorest in his village, which was located in Henan province. We don't know a whole lot about his young years. When he dropped out of school in 1985, he didn't return home and instead worked in different parts of China as a laborer. Yang's father would later tell media that he'd only seen his son twice since he left home. He did get into trouble from time to time. In 1988 and again in 1991. He would spend time in labor camps for thefts in Hebei province. Then he spent 5 years in a prison for an attempted rape in his home province of Henan. He was released in 1999, and as far as we know, that is when he began killing. He went on a 4-year spree in 4 different provinces: Anhui, Hebei, Henan, and Shandong. He would arrive in a village and observe the villagers for a few days before he chose a target. He would usually put on a new set of clothes and a pair of shoes that were a little too big for him, maybe to confound forensic attempts to identify him, or maybe at least to slow him down. He would enter the homes of victims, mostly farm residences, and there he would use an axe, a hammer, a shovel, to kill all of the occupants. More than once, he wiped out entire families. He would then throw his bloodied clothes into a river and bury the murder weapon, though sometimes this was left behind. At least one woman survived his attacks. She was a pregnant woman who Yang raped and attacked with a shovel. He had already killed her husband and a 6-year-old girl. Another man, an elder, survived only because the family was building a new house and the family was planning to move into it. He was sleeping over at that new house while the family was annihilated in the old one. His wife, who was severely injured, would only survive 10 days before she would die in hospital. He was finally caught and arrested in November 2003. Police have been conducting routine inspections of entertainment venues in Guangzhou in Hebei province. He was in a recreation center there, and he was acting in a way that they thought was suspicious, so they detained him for questioning. They realized after checking on his identity that he was wanted for murder in 4 different provinces, and so they interrogated him. He would admit to killing 67 people, committing 23 rapes, and seriously injuring another 10 people. That's over 22 or 26 households. It's unclear how many households he attacked. The numbers are slightly different depending on the source. He was sentenced to death in Henan in February 2004 and executed 13 days later by firing squad. The hearing was held, the trial, the whole thing, behind closed doors in order to protect the identities of the rape victims. And we have no idea what his motive for doing any of this was. Media would guess and speculate, but no motive was ever uncovered. The closest we get to Yang's motive was when he allegedly said, quote, "When I killed people, I had a desire, and this inspired me to kill more," end quote. So there may be nothing more here than the typical serial killer urge to kill without any other more specific motive. And so there you have it, the story of Yang. Until next Saturday. If you're enjoying these videos and want more, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any videos. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it.